Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Toma vlog. This time we will not be running a Tamagotchi, instead we will be running this Toma pet, which is essentially a knockoff Tamagotchi. This vlog will be a little bit different from the last one in the sense that I'm actually not doing anything fun this week. So instead of having some video footage about my life, we're just going to have video footage of the virtual pet. But I still think that will be a ton of fun as there's actually quite a bit of things to cover with the Toma pet. Before we get started, I wanted to make a quick shout out to my friend Dream Like Moon. She runs a great channel that features different video games as well as virtual pets, and she was also a part of the Toma Tag collaboration that we did back in August. So this past week, I was running the Toma pet to try to get to know it before I recorded this vlog, and to be honest, I was not enjoying it. One of the big reasons was because this pet takes quite a bit of money to take care of, and we'll touch on that more later. But Dream Like Moon gave me some great advice on how to get money quickly through gardening and remembering to go to work. So a huge thanks to her, because knowing those little tricks on how to earn money definitely made this virtual pet more enjoyable for me. As you can see, I'm currently an adult in the Toma pet. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to start by trying to use the Matchmaker service to marry her off. I have never done this before, so I can't tell you how it's going to go, but that's okay. You may have also noticed the sound is currently turned off for the pet. Initially, I was going to keep it on because I thought the sound is unique and some people might enjoy hearing it. However, I was literally about to throw this across the room because I just could not stand it anymore. Alright, so back to what we're doing. It looked like a duck. Let's just say no. Oh, well that just takes us right out of the dating game or the Matchmaker service. So let's head back. And I guess now we have the knowledge that whoever the Matchmaker gives us first, we are going to either have to marry or it will just kick us right out. Oh, I don't like him. We're gonna say no. Now, with the Toma pet, I'm not sure if the genes mix like in the Tamagotchi. I'm guessing they don't, because that's kind of maybe some more advanced technology that I'm thinking isn't quite in this knockoff. But just to be safe, I want to marry someone that I like. Oh, I like that hair. Let's go with this guy. Yes, we shall get married. And now we have a new egg, and it's time for me to name them. We are going to name them Furby, and the reason behind it is because the Toma pet actually has Furby sounds inside of it, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. I love Furby. And I actually got my Furby from my parents' house because I was going to do this funny little sketch for my channel involving my Furby. However, my favorite Furby will not turn on. And I found online how you can fix it, and I am confident that I do think my husband could fix it, but it involves cutting the fabric. And I don't want to do that. This is the Furby that I'm talking about. It's the first Furby I ever had. My parents got it for me for my 6th birthday. And just the idea of cutting the fabric breaks my heart. However, I do have I have 2 other Furbies. 2 other first-gen Furbies. But I don't know where they are. So maybe someday my husband will be able to fix one of the other 2 for me, but certainly not my first red one. Okay, anyways, I'm just hitting random buttons here. So we have our new Toma pet, and it's just a little baby mushroom. To get to the main menu, we hit C button, and then the second option, I used the A button to move to the second option, that's food. And we should have some onigiri in here for him to eat. Now, as you can see, all of the food options have a quantity, and that is because, unlike the Tamagotchi, you do not have unlimited food. You do have to keep earning money so you can keep buying food to feed your pet. Which in my opinion is a little bit stressful and kind of unfair at times because, I don't know, you should just be able to eat whenever you're hungry. I know it doesn't work like that in real life. But as you can see, we fed our pet 3 pieces of onigiri, and we are only half of a cheeseburger filled. We are nowhere near being full. So, and now we're out of food. So I did save up a little bit of money when I had my adult when I had my adult Toma pet, so we'd be able to go and buy food right away. So we can go out the door, and then the third option, which is groceries. And you can see this little animation looks pretty familiar to something we've maybe seen in other virtual pets. So I fed the Toma pet a little bit. Obviously, he's nowhere near being full, and his happiness meter is not full at all, but I just don't want to spend the time feeding him. It takes so long. That's the other thing. With the Toma pet, you can't skip through animations or skip through the eating animation like you can in the Tamagotchi, and that kind of drives me crazy. Alright, so we're going to go to school. So it's important to go to school when you're a baby and a child, because the higher the education, the better job you will get when you are an adult. So 13 minus 2 is indeed 11. And then this will kick us back to the menu. So we're going to have to walk over here again. See, no skipping. No skipping. And then we're finally at school. And 20 minus 14 is 6. Those two numbers look exactly the same through my camera. Okay, so going to school is one important thing to do with your Toma pet. The other thing is to make sure you are using the gardening feature. And I'm not sure, so we have 1 turnip here, and we actually don't have any seeds. Okay, so let's back out for a second. We are going to go back to the door icon. Then we can go to this shop here. Now that we have our seeds, we can go back to our gardening option, and we can plant 1 seed at a time. So for the turnip that cost 100 coins, it will take about 2 hours to grow. Then we can harvest it and we can go sell them at the store for money. So tonight I'm going to keep working on the garden, going to school, and I might play a few games to earn a few extra coins. And then tomorrow we will pick back up with the garden. Last night, about an hour or so after I stopped the video, my Toma pet evolved into the next stage. I also kept working on some of the going to school, and I earned 1 of my graduation hats. And you can't tell, but I actually just fed him a bunch of onigiri, so one would hope that he would be somewhat full, but no, I guess we're not. To pick up where we left off yesterday, let's head over to the garden, and our vegetables should be plenty grown. Now we can go over to this second icon to double check and see what we have. So we have 2 grown turnips. I'm going to back out here and go to the door icon, and we can head down here to sell those turnips for money. So the turnips are worth 200 coins each, which, when you put that in perspective, really isn't too much money. So 1 onigiri is 100 coins. So the fact that we had to pay 100 coins for the turnip seeds, I guess we made enough profit to feed the Toma pet to fill, half of one of their hunger points. I hope that made some sense. I'm just trying to put it in perspective how much money this Toma pet does indeed cost to take care of, to keep running. I think it feels like too much money in my opinion. I think this vlog is going to be a little bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and stop part 1 right here. But be sure to subscribe because you certainly won't want to miss part 2. And if there's anything you are interested in seeing in part 2, go ahead and leave that in the comments below, because by the time this video gets posted, I'm sure I will still be filming it for another day or 2. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're interested in chatting with the community or myself, you can find us on Discord. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.